Hi, my viewers. Hi, lovely people. Welcome to Vinnies Channel, and it's a happy new year. Wishing all of you, my subscribers, a happy new year. In today's episode, I'm talking about the 5 challenges faced by overseas teachers here in the UK. Don't move away, stay with me in this video, watch till the end to get more insight. My name is Vivian, and on my channel, which is Vinnie's Channel, I talk about migrating to the UK as a teacher. Kindly join my Telegram group. I'll have the link below in the description for your perusal. Join where I give more information out there. Click on the link and then just join the Telegram group and have more information on the 5 challenges faced by overseas teachers here in the UK. You might want to stick around, watch the video to the end to get more insights. Thank you. So the very first one that I will touch on, the most important one of all, is classroom management and behavior. Yes, classroom management and behavior. Don't forget that the British education system values students' independence. And so teachers need to adjust to a more facilitative approach in order to achieve your aim. I mean, to get teaching and learning to work. Yes, so that is the very first one. And you know, behavior management in the UK, as we've heard about from my initial videos, is a very huge and a very big and important topic to be looked at. You're going to be facing a lot of problems when you first come in, with regards to classroom management and then student behavior. But I would say that you are also supposed to adjust in some way to be able to cope and to be able to manage behavior properly in your classroom. Classroom management is a big deal here in the UK, just as you've been doing in your previous schools where you use classroom rules, basic classroom rules. Make sure you have them in your classroom pasted somewhere. You make students aware of the rules to follow when they come to your classroom, the do's and the don'ts. Yeah, these basic things help a lot. So you might want to check that. Now, again, with behavior management, using the laid down procedures in your school really helps in curbing behavior. Yes, it is the very key for you to curb behavior. So whichever laid down procedures your school has, I mean your new employer has, it's best to follow those and these rules that you set up as a teacher should be moderate. Yes, it should be in line with the school's general rules for curbing behavior. And being consistent is also one thing to help you as a teacher here in the UK. Yes, being consistent. Your routines in your classroom should be consistent all the time. Yes. One of the things you should note that students here really appreciate being consistent with your stuff. I mean, being consistent with your teaching style, being consistent with your step-by-step procedures in your classroom. Yes. So when your students come into your classroom, what's the first thing to do? What's the second thing to do? What's the next thing to do? What's the next thing to do? That really helps. But if you are kind of beating about the bush all the time, you are going to be found wanting. Yes, your student will not understand you properly with regards to your consistency, and then that creates a lot of friction, I mean, between student and teacher, and then that brings about a lot of classroom problems as well, and then brings about more of behavior in your classroom. So be consistent. The second thing that I will talk about is cultural differences. Remember, being a teacher from overseas, be it Asia, Africa, your way of life, it's a bit different from that of the UK way of life. So there is going to, of course, be that culture difference, and then a bit of a culture shock. Yes, some things that are done differently in your country may not be done the same way with regards to the UK. So cultural difference is a big deal to be looked at. Also, social differences. Yes, social differences. I quite remember when I came into the UK, I was like, whoa, even the tone of talking. Yes. When you talk too loud on a tone, your student might think you are being mean. You think you're being you're shouting at them, and yeah. So these are little bits that you could adjust as a teacher. Not be too shocked about the scenarios created and seen, but to make things work well for you, we need to learn and unlearn. Yes, that is what I mean. So you learn quickly how things are done in the UK with regards to so many aspects, the way they talk, the way they do things. Yes. And then you unlearn some bits from back home, I mean from your country. Yeah, that is going to go a long way to help you with regards to teaching in the UK and becoming successful at that. The third one that I'm going to be talking about is teacher shortage. Now, the number of teachers in state-funded schools, remember, has not kept pace with increasing number of pupils. Yes, so as much as student population is increasing, teachers population is decreasing. So that is an inverse proportion. Yes, so remember that due to this, there are going to be lots of students at your disposal to be catered for. So due to this, your workload is actually going to be massive. Yes. Yeah, because of the low number of teachers in schools, your workload is going to be massive. Yeah, but no fears in that. Yeah. So the next thing that I will talk about is lack of funding. Understanding that some state schools lack funding. Yes, even in the UK. Yeah. Underfunded schools may downsize staff and cut learning resources spending. Yes, so due to this, if your school is one of these underfunded schools, then you're going to be having a bit of a problem with resources. Yes, I mean online resources. Remember that online resources are purchased here in the UK, yes. So they are not free. So as much as a funded school could purchase a lot of resources for teachers to utilize in to make their teaching and learning a success, some schools may not have it this way because they are being underfunded, and due to this, you as a teacher need to find your own way of creating your resources, I mean, yes, and then limited number of resources provided by your school is going to be the case. So guys, these are the 5 challenges faced by overseas teachers in the UK. Put yourself together as a new teacher from overseas. Remember, teaching, once a teacher, always a teacher. Yes, what I mean by once a teacher, always a teacher is that as a teacher from overseas coming into the UK, managing classroom shouldn't be a big deal for you. Now remember that to be able to manage a classroom well, you first off need to put down rules for your classroom. That is a very first key to use, and also use the school's policy. I mean, use the school's laid down procedures for behavior management. Yes, and it is going to help you. With the culture differences, remember to learn and unlearn. A very fast pace to help you. This brings me to the end of my video. Nice having a talk and a chat with you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are new, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you. Don't also forget, please join my Telegram group. The link is in the description. Feel free to add your comments in the comment section. Lovely having you around. Enjoy your week. Enjoy your new year. And it's a bye-bye.